Please maintain social distancing to avoid COVID-19. Thank you.
Welcome to the Global LoRaWAN event, the Things Conference 2021. This is Moorthi Kangaraj, Director of Business Development, representing N2 Technology Solutions India Private Limited. So today, this is our N2 Tech booth, and I'm comfortably sitting at our office. And last year we were at Netherlands, experiencing a lot of new things and showcasing a lot of new things. This is a different time and different scenario, where we are relaying our session and relaying our products very far. I'm from India, and today I would like to give you an introduction or the product introduction about the new development what we had very recently, which is the new normal with LoRaWAN. And before I start getting into the product introduction, product features and specifications, I just want to give you a small brief about the company, what I represent. So basically, N2 Technology Solutions India Private Limited is an ISO certified company from India who handles a lot of new product development, especially on LoRaWAN space. And we identify ourselves as an end node manufacturer, solution provider and product distribution company. And we have our own R&D setup, where we have more than 25 R&D engineers working dedicatedly to identify a lot of new concepts into LoRaWAN space. And we ourselves contribute to the LoRaWAN community, bringing up a lot of new devices into the market. And interestingly, we as a company hold a complete electronics manufacturing services and prototyping facility, where most of our R&D and most of our new development are manufactured, designed and manufactured within our premises itself. So that is how we focus as a company, as a self-sustainable organization, to bring all the segments into a single entity. Right. So coming back to the concept or the product, what we have done recently, the product name, which I can proudly say that it is a social distancing alert device. In short, it is called SDAD. This was the concept which we derived during the time after our visit to Netherlands. In fact, to precisely say that, so exactly after completing the event, when we reached India, and that is the time where we seen a lot of people who started suffering from COVID-19. And from that time, we are facing a very strict lockdown phases. That particular time, and our entire organization is thinking towards LoRaWAN, and obviously we wanted to provide a solution towards this kind of a tough situation. So that is where the concept which is derived called social distancing alert device. So in most of the countries globally, many of the locations in public places, what people insist is to maintain a social distance, wear a mask. That is the only way you protect yourself from COVID or any other pandemic which may come in near future. So it is our responsibility to maintain social distance wherever you go, to the shopping mall or banks or any railway stations or airport, any public places. So by thinking in that particular issue or the problem, what we identified a new concept is the identifying the distance between a person to person. So basically this cannot be done with the sensors because it need a specific plan of identifying objects or identifying a human beings or human body to say. So what we did is we entered into a concept of image analytics. So we started working with some of the home-based platform, and we wanted to capture the images and we want to process those images and identify whether the human body is detected or not. So that is our primary challenge. Once the human body is detected, the another major challenge is to here is how to identify a distance from one person to other person. Let's consider you are standing in a queue or you are sitting in a airport lounge, and there is next to you there is another person is there, and we wanted to ensure our device should identify how many people are available in that particular scene and how many of them are maintaining social distance, how many of them are violating social distance. So these data analytics which we wanted to do it on an edge device. So that is where we came up a concept called social distancing alert device. So I would like to proudly show you the device here. This is the device which we made. It is very easy to handle this kind of device and easy to mount in any public locations. And the objective of this particular device is wherever you mount it at the height of 8 feet. So we give certain specification how this device has to be installed, and which you are seeing it in the slide how it can be installed. And this has to be kept at exactly at the height of 8 feet to 10 feet. And this will give you a coverage of almost 300 square feet. That is the coverage of this particular device. And what it will do is it will capture this particular exact location, and it will identify how many human standing or sitting or lying in that particular location, and later it will exactly calculate the distance between one person to other person. Now the point here is why we need LoRaWAN. For example, we are extracting certain important information called number of people available in that particular capture and what is the social distance between one person to other person, and is there an overcrowd is being created. Because in current situation you see a lot of people gathering without maintaining a social distance. If you see that if the capture is saying that there is 50 people are detected within this capture, then obviously it is an overcrowd. So we want to take this kind of a data from the device, from the camera, from the device, we process it, and those information we wanted to transmit via LoRaWAN. That is our primary concept. Because it is not a single device which can do the purpose. If you take a office, if you take a conference room, or if you take any kind of a receptions, hospitals, wherever you wanted to deploy this kind of devices, as the coverage is between 300 square feet, you might need more number of devices to get deployed across the building. So now, when more number of devices are getting deployed across the locations, then we are in a situation to transmit those information or alerts to a central location. So of course we are talking more about LoRaWAN, and we are now GSM leads to a lot of recurring income, recurring cost. So we are mainly focusing only on LoRaWAN here. So this LoRaWAN based system will fetch all this analytic data to a cloud, and which we are majorly using PTI, and we are able to we will show you the live data of this kind of violated data and crowd detection data into the cloud, and later these information will get plotted in our own application called the ThingsMate. ThingsMate is our own platform where we are redirecting all the network server data to a platform. So the current use case lies in various locations, like I said earlier, starting from airports, conference rooms, receptions, hospitals, public locations, banks. So wherever you see there should be an people gathering, and you need them to guide them, you need to guide them regularly, then this device has the capability. Let's consider what you are installing the device at your conference room, and you are saying that this conference room is capable of occupying only 6 members with social distance. But in this scenario, if 7 people or 8 people are sitting, then obviously there is not social distancing is maintained. So the device has two kind of alerts. One is it has got an inbuilt speaker where it will loudly say the people saying that you are not maintaining social distance if they are not maintaining it. The second thing is the same violation picture or captured image will get sent to the respective administrator or whomever wanted to monitor it. And the third one is we get that kind of a counts, how many people are inside that room, how many of them are maintaining social distance, how many of them are violating it. Those information, of course, we are getting it into the cloud platform. So this definitely gives an idea of how many times this particular location is being getting violating the social distance. So that is how this is the device which we introduced and which we have deployed in most of the government offices, public locations in India, and this device became very popular now currently in India, and definitely it solves the purpose. So I am going to show you one particular location where in an Indian current situation where people are required to visit some of the government office, and how this particular device guided them. So here we are going to display you the exact scenario how the particular device, so SDAT, is helped people to maintain their social distancing. So this is one interesting example where we have deployed in one government office where people are visiting the office regularly for getting a lot of documents, and they themselves forget how to follow the social distance. And in those scenarios, what we have done is we have installed the social distancing alert device, and they start alarming people if they are not maintaining it by showing their exact person who is maintaining in green, who is not maintaining in red. So this helped people to alter themselves to maintain in a queue. So this is one of the interesting implementation which is happening across India, and we have sold these devices in numerous locations, and we are getting a lot of very good feedbacks. And thanks to LoRaWAN and TTI to handle such a huge data and in a platform, and we are able to get that useful data from this platform. And apart from this particular device, we have been focusing now on detecting helmet in an industrial safety environment, how to maintain a industrial safety, whether a person is coming with the proper mask, helmet, and to any other required gadgets to be wear. And we are trying to enhance the device to do the same kind of activity. And of course, in certain scenarios, we are focusing this device can be used as an suspect detection. So like I said, this device can do a social distancing alert, this device can do a crowd detection, this device also can do an suspect detection. So consider a scenario of our houses or any boundary walls or any ATM centers. If this particular device is kept installed, and this can identify a person or a human body if they are entering into the premises during an unofficial hours. So consider an ATM center. If somebody is entering with a helmet, this device can detect. Consider an airport boundary. If somebody is entering, which is a restricted area, and the device will immediately detect, and it can transmit the data to an platform, we immediately get the data. So the device which is made an SDAT and which repeatedly helps in a many instances for a different purposes. So with this, now I would like to conclude my introduction about the SDAT, and to know more about the product, please reach out to us at sales@enthutech.in, and to get more technical information, we are available 24/7 at IoT support at enthutech.in. So thank you all for the wonderful, thank you all for joining us with a wonderful event, and this is going to be the very big event, and with a lot of new product launches, lot of new discussions in the emerging technology, and thanks to the Things conference organizers, thanks to the Things Industries CEO and the experts team who keep us engaged with this particular program. And we ourselves, along with our entire team, have got so many product releases, so many product discussion happening in our booth, and thanks for coming and visiting our booth. Thank you very much.
Here we have social distance monitoring device.
Please maintain social distancing to avoid COVID-19. Thank you. Please maintain social distancing to avoid COVID-19. Thank you.